So we went from biblical Christianity, talked a little bit about the founding of Christianity with Martin Luther and how it started, talked about the cost involved. How about early America? Right, so we start off again, we take a look at Paul, and I love what he says. To this day I stand witnessing to small and great that Christ would suffer. So again, what's the witness? Jesus Christ. It's not a debate about right and wrong and all that. It's Jesus Christ. I'm not out of my mind, but speak the words of truth and reason. The king knows they were not done in a corner. What does Paul mean by that? And where could everybody see him? Out in the open, outside the church, not in room C1025, out there in the open. What is the culture trying to do with Christianity? Put it back in a corner. And we sit there and go, well, at least I have social media. I can complain on there, right? That's what they're trying to do with us, spirit-filled Jeremiahs, is put us back in a corner. Here's Patrick Henry. It can't be emphasized too strongly and too often that the great nation was founded not by religionists, but by Christians, and our religion, and not of religions, but on the gospel of Jesus Christ. This is March in 1776. This is the very reason people of all other faiths have been afforded asylum, prosperity, freedom, and worship. The reason we have all these different religions in America is because of Christianity. The cancel culture is opposite. Christianity is the one that gives freedom. Cancel culture wants to take it away. Are we paying attention to what's going on out there? They call us bigots. They couldn't even have the right to say we're bigots if it wasn't for Christianity. It's in the Bill of Rights. It's the founding of our nation. You get to say what you want. Try that kind of conversation in Kabul or Afghanistan, right? We literally have a country because we founded and submitted ourselves to Jesus Christ allows us to be critical. When Phil calls people out, what he has to be careful of is not to try to silence everyone and just listen to him. Because it's healthy to disagree and have discussion. That's healthy, right? What you should do is biblically, face to face, talk to them about it. Say, I don't like this. You don't have that conversation. But we call it a right in America. It's interesting. If we have time, we'll see it in the Declaration of Independence. What kind of right is that called? Yeah, go ahead and say it. All right. Yeah, God-given. What's the word they use in the Declaration of Independence? Inalienable. Do you know what that word means? Go ahead, Taylor.
That it's not the government that gives it to you.
The government and man. Men don't give you these rights. They don't come from men. What they called it, John Locke, Benjamin Franklin, nature's God. In other words, transcendent. A transcendent God has given you these rights. And where does he get that from? Genesis chapter 1, Genesis chapter 2. God breathes into only one of his creations and they become a living soul. And now they have responsibilities and they can actually speak their mind. It's pretty awesome stuff. We have the only country that acknowledges that in their government. And it's being tried, they're trying to take it away from us and put us in a corner. Just a month later, Jonas Clark has Paul Revere arrive at his home. They're hiding Samuel Adams and John Hancock. Revere wants them to know, here they come. They're coming. The redcoats are coming. British General Gage announced to everybody, though, hey, we're going to forgive you if you'll just lay down your arms. Don't fight back. Just give us those two guys, those traitors, because we're going to hang them in public. Just give us Samuel Adams and John Hancock. Everybody else will forgive you. There was the chance for us to go back to be socialists, like France, like England. There was the opportunity for us to be chicken and have no backbone and go ahead and say, I'm more afraid of King George than Jesus Christ. But instead, what happened, the very next morning, Major Pitcairn shouted to the Minutemen, disperse, you villains, lay down your arms in the name of George the King. Guess what the Minutemen, led by Jonas Clark, said? It's the battle cry of the Republic, of the American Revolution. We recognize no sovereign but God and no king but Jesus. This is us. This is us as a nation. We forget this stuff. One reason is they don't teach it in school. Huh? Never. Never. You know why? Once again, we're living in a culture that's moving away from biblical Christianity and the Bible. And we don't let this happen. We can't let this happen. The reason we can't let this happen isn't because we don't like it and we're free and we're Americans. Nobody pushes us around. No, it's because for some reason, and I still don't know why, Jesus Christ has decided to put his favor on our founding fathers and to bless this nation. It's crazy.